right, so we're here in Goal, Norway.
Yes.
I'm here with Jacqueline Dahlstrøm. Jacqueline, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So we're here for the Norwegian CrossFit Championship this weekend. We're kind of out here at this ski resort slope area. Describe a little bit for people that have never been to this part of Norway or even Norway, kind of what this area is a little bit.
Well, we are basically in the middle of the mountains. There's not that many people living here on a like daily basis. There's more for cabins and people coming for holidays. So we don't have, like you probably see, small villages, but the mountains and the view are very beautiful. So it's just a place that like Norwegians.
This is like a vacation ski resort vacation spot, right?
Yes, exactly. So we would go for holidays.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're about 3.5 hours outside of Oslo, and so we're here for this sanctional event this weekend.
Yeah.
You've come in here. This is going to be your first competition for this season so far. How are you feeling, and what's your goals for this weekend?
Well, I'm obviously nervous. It is, like you say, it's my first sanctional event for the season. I don't have my games ticket yet, and obviously that is the goal. But I'm not alone with that as a goal this weekend. So it's gonna be a fight. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm nervous. All the feelings expected around the competition, I guess.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about preparation-wise. So you didn't complete the Open you didn't submit all of your scores for the Open this season.
Right.
I think you were struggling a little bit with an injury. Talk a little bit about that and how's your preparation and how's your body feeling coming into this weekend?
So yeah, I've struggled with an injury now for about 6 months, and it's slowly getting better. It's like a nerve-related injury, which then means it takes a long time to heal because nerves just grow slow. But I'm more or less back. I'm not 100%. I guess I'm at like 90%. So my body's feeling good. I think always ahead of a competition, you start to overanalyze. So every like this hurt, that hurt, you're tired, but in the end, I feel good. However, like I said, I'm overanalyzing, and every small thing is like, oh, this might be dangerous. But yeah, I think you'll be fine.
So you qualified for your first CrossFit Games last season. You were in the top 20 worldwide, I believe 22nd.
22nd as well.
In the 2019 CrossFit Open. So describe a little bit about your first trip to Madison. I know you've been going after that as a goal for the last several years, close when you were competing at regionals.
Yeah.
How was that experience in Madison in your rookie year?
Well, it was really cool standing on the competition floor. You know, you've had it kind of like when I started doing CrossFit, you see it on TV and then like that would be really cool, but you don't really. Like it's almost like you don't dare believing that you can get to the point. So when you're standing there on the competition floor next to those like big names, that was a really cool experience.
Yeah, and how has that kind of fueled your training and your desire to continue to compete in the sport after having made it to the biggest stage? Are you, is it reinvigorated your desire to kind of compete and continue?
So I'm the kind of person I always want to know, like, can I do better? So now it's like, okay, you made it to the games, but now can you do better than just make it to the games? So yeah, I want to go back and I want to try to plan more for the games than just get to the games. Because last year it was more, okay, you got the ticket. However, we didn't know how the format was going to be. Was it going to do 1 workout, 3 workouts? Were you going to be able to do the whole weekend? So I made a decision last year not to necessarily focus too much on games, but have fun in the season. And then see how games would be and would end up being, and then next year plan more for it. So that would be the goal this year.
So last season you were actually one of only a couple of athletes to win more than one sanctioned event. You won the French Throwdown at the end of the season, and then you also won the Reykjavik CrossFit Championship. If you were to walk away with the championship with the top spot this weekend, that would make you a 3-time winner, which puts you in the leagues of Tia Claire Toomey and Sarah Sigmundsdottir, which is really impressive, especially for a rookie CrossFit Games athlete who's making such a statement in the Sanctionals circuit. What is the rest of the season look like for you from a Sanctionals competition perspective?
So obviously I got this competition this weekend, and then I plan for the West Coast, and that is the only thing that I have set kind of in stone so far. I think the rest of the season will depend on whether I get the ticket this weekend, will I be able to get it in, if I don't get it now, will I get it in California? So it will, the season depends on how hard it will be to get the ticket.
Right.
I will, like I said, I will plan a bit more for the games. I'm not going to do, the goal is not to do a competition as close to the games as I did last year.
Got
Just
it.
to, yeah.
Something that we get a lot of people to ask us, to ask athletes, is coming back a little bit from an injury, both from a mindset and a physical standpoint. What was your training like when you are kind of trying to maintain a fitness level, but also with the ultimate goal of being an elite athlete? How did you approach that, both from a mindset perspective and also from a physical training limitations perspective?
So the first months were very hard because there was very limited what I can do like leg wise, and then if I tried to do anything I would always use my right leg a lot more than my left, which then meant that my right leg would be kind of overused. So in the beginning it was a lot of upper body, but it was also coming back from the games, so you kind of had an off season. It was a couple of weeks.
Sure.
Like slow anyway, so that wasn't too bad. When it comes to rehab, I'm very lucky to work with John Singleton, and he is very good with like pain management and injury and rehabilitation. So I've basically just been doing whatever he's told me to do.
How do you stay motivated, like during that time frame, and knowing, look, I'm not at 100%. I know where I could be, and I'm not hitting those kind of numbers. How do you stay motivated during those kind of months long of body preparation and repair?
So I think, for one, it's just, I don't find the motivation thing like that hard to train, because I also do enjoy training and I like to challenge myself. And in a way I'm lucky that like upper body pressing strength is one of my weaknesses. I've been able to work more on that, for example. It's been motivating to see that despite being injured, I've actually still been able to push the level in certain events and workouts. And that's kind of cool to see as well, that you're not 100%, but you're close. So that makes you even more motivated to keep pushing, because when you are 100%, it will be a lot better. So I haven't actually struggled that with motivation as such, despite having the injuries. More like during the Open, when I see workouts that I can't perform 100%, then it's very demotivating to submit your score.
Of course, yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining me. Good luck this weekend. We're going to be looking forward to watching you from the sidelines, and we'll catch up with you later.
Thank you.
Thank you.